I think he's scared. I think he's really scared. I think you're scared of me, Bobby J. I think you're trying to run away from me. I think you're trying to run away from this matchup this week. And I really think you fucking suck. And I'm calling for your fucking retirement after this week. After this year, I feel like you should retire. You fucking suck. You're almost like fucking worse than the New York Jets.
Week 11 in the Always Sunny in Sayreville League did not disappoint. The game of the week was an instant classic. The playoff race is hot and heavy. But before we get to all that, let's talk about the players who died this week. Running back Justin Forsett broke his arm, out for the season. Joe Flacco, who I don't think was anybody's quarterback, tore his ACL. He's out for the season. Man, the Baltimore Ravens are really having a tough go of it with the injuries, huh? Danny Amendola, Charcandrick West, Devontae Freeman all left their game with injury. Freeman has been ruled out for Week 12. Not sure about Amendola or Charcandrick right now. High score this week for the fourth week in a row is Rusty Strombone, who got 45.5 points out of running back Thomas Rawls, filling in quite nicely for Marshawn Lynch. Now, speaking of the Rusty Strombone, he won his game 140.7 to 104.4 over the Golden Showers this week to push his record to 9-2. He's sitting pretty for the playoffs, trying to get that number one seed, but I think we've seen how that played out once before. So is the number one overall seed really even a good thing for the Rusty Strombone? He can clinch his second consecutive number two's division title and first round bye with a win and a She Gave Me the Crabtrees loss in Week 12. Now over there in the Porter division, the Gotham Rogues are just staying that one game ahead as we creep towards the finish line. He won his game 127.1 to 82.6 over the Moth this week. He was led by 30.8 points from Nuke Hopkins and pushed his record to 7-4. He can clinch the division and a first round bye. I believe it would be the first in his franchise history with a win and a Toddler Fight Club loss in Week 12. Now, before we get to the game of the week, there is another rivalry that took place in the Always Sunny League in Week 11. Not quite as flashy as the game of the week this week, but certainly carries a little more weight in the win column. Shower Hug beat Toddler Fight Club this week 111.9 to 68.9. These are the two winningest franchises in Always Sunny in Sayreville League history and the first two league champions. It was a battle between great quarterbacks as Cam Newton put up 31.4 points in a losing effort and Carson Palmer led the Shower Hug with 26.6 points. The all-time series between Shower Hug and Toddler Fight Club is now tied at 2-2. These two teams have never met in the playoffs. Now, it's got to be noted that Toddler Fight Club put up one of the 10 lowest scores of all time in this matchup. He had 5 single digits. He had 1 0 and 1 negative score in this game. It just was a terrible showing from the Toddler Fight Club. Second time this year, in fact, that he's had a really low point total. So that's got to be something that concerns him moving forward. But only good enough for honorable mention for the GOAT this week. Now, you know, when somebody puts up a 68-point stinker and doesn't get the GOAT, that means that something special must have happened that week in the Always Sunny League. Well, something special did happen this week in the Always Sunny League. It happens once a year. It's the Johnny versus Bobby Bowl. It's something that I look forward to. I know a lot of you guys do as well. So to do it right, I wanted to get as much coverage as I possibly could. So let's go right now to the pregame interview with John Ortiz. Let's go live to the field to Anthony from Rusty Strombone. Anthony, take it away.
Thanks, Dave. This is Anthony from Rusty Strombone. I'm here with Mr. Ortiz. He's right there.
Hello.
Hello.
This is another play of the week again.
John's in the game of the week again.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be play of the week because this is the Bobby J.
This is the best game of the year. Probably.
Bobby J.
Best game of the year.
I'm gonna call it the Crabtree Bootleg Bowl. What do you think about that?
Could have just went to a crab bowl.
Crab bowl?
It could be, but who cares? It's the best game of the year.
It's the best game of the year.
Best game of the year. Best matchup of the year. Best game of the year. Okay. And what do you think? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling real confident this week.
I never hear that from John. It's always negative.
I feel confident this week. I you know what? Forget the statistics. Forget about them. This is against me and Bobby J, and whatever divine being there is in fantasy, it loves me.
It loves John this week.
It loves me.
It's loved you a few times, not much.
Me.
But it's loved you a few times.
Well, it loved me last week, and it's gonna love me this week.
It loved you with me. But that's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Time that out.
Let's go up to matchups.
Quarterback. I think you got a quarterback. I mean, it's Brady.
I think I have the greatest quarterback probably that's ever played this game. I hate saying that.
Yeah.
But I have to say I have one of the greatest quarterbacks in the league. So that's what we got. So let's go back to running backs.
Running backs, you got him for both, I say.
Well, Yeldon's got 11 points, right?
Yeah, 11.2, I believe. And I think you got Gurley and Peterson. I mean, they should both do at least that.
Yeah. So what about wide receivers? Injury report. Emmanuel Sanders will not be playing. I will be starting Chris Johnson in flex.
CJ.
So what do you think about that?
I mean, I think what else you got going for you? So, I mean, it's your only option. It sucks.
Yeah, it's true. Unless I'm going to start Ted Gwynn Jr., but
no, you don't want to do that.
Apparently, I heard reports that there's very high upside this week, but not going with the guy that's produced before.
Sounds going too far.
Let's go to tight end.
Tight end.
I have Gates.
It doesn't matter. He has Gronkowski. It doesn't matter. I mean, it helps you and it helps him. If he throws, Gronkowski, it's helping. It's kind of just.
Yeah, that's true. My defense going this week, obviously, the Patriots defense.
Right.
I forgot what defense it is.
Defense, I mean, it might make it or break you, but kicker, you should just fucking pick up Santos, your cousin. You should pick him up. He's going to score this week.
Santos.
That's my projection. Everybody watch Santos. He's going to kick 77 yards.
So we haven't heard your predictions yet. So I already made my prediction.
For what?
I think I'm winning.
I think you're going to win. I think my prediction is I think John's going to win every game to the playoffs. My prediction. What happens in the playoffs is always something different. But John, I think, is gonna somehow come from behind. He's got the most points scored. Third, might even be a second.
Yeah, third, second. We'll look at those stats.
But definitely the third. He keeps winning. He's got a shot in there, and that's gonna be fun and exciting.
Yeah. So must win for me in fantasy. Must win for the Jets. Let's go Jets. Back to you, Commissioner.
Giants are talking shit this week. We don't play nobody. All right. We don't play nobody. No winning, no losing, just shit talking. Back to you, Dave.
Okay, we welcome into the show Mr. Bobby Johnson from She Gave Me the Crabtrees. Bobby, thank you for taking a few minutes, but let's get right into it. Set the stage for me. What's going on in your game between you and John Ortiz?
Right now, I have a 31 and change point lead. He's got Tom Brady going, which frightens me. But he's also got Brandon LaFell, who hasn't been great, but he's also Brady's also going to be missing. He's missing Edelman for this game, and he's got the Patriots defense, which has been not great. They've given up some points this year, so I have a chance. If I get a big game out of Gronk, I should be all right.
All right. So, in your estimation, how has the game gone so far? Has it been pretty much what you've expected?
Oh, no. It was an awful fantasy day for me yesterday, man. I got to be honest. When your defense scores more points than anybody, that's a bad day, man. I mean, who'd have thought that Derek Carr was going to go out there and just put up a putrid 7.6 points? I mean, it was awful, especially with Russell Wilson putting up 25.5 points on my bench. I wanted to throw up when I saw that.
Yeah, no, Derek Carr was poop-a-doop.
Dude, he's been killing it all year, and he had a fantastic matchup yesterday. I mean, that matchup was just made for him yesterday. That line secondary is so bad. But what are you going to do? It's football, man. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right?
Absolutely. So what are your predictions, Bobby? How's the rest of this game going to play out? What is going to happen on Monday night?
I think I'm going to pull it out. I think that Buffalo's secondary is strong, and I think that Belichick's going to run the ball tonight with McGarrett Blount and James White, and I think they're going to throw to Gronkowski when they get the opportunity.
Okay, and the big question on everybody's mind right now is: have you given any thought to what it's going to feel like to knock John Ortiz out of the playoffs?
Oh, it's going to be beautiful because I've pretty much been his bitch the last couple of years, and I'm pretty much tired of hearing his bullshit. So, it would be really sweet to knock him out of the playoffs. As much as I love Johnny, we just had a conversation right before when I was leaving work today, and I love Johnny, but he's my nemesis in this league, and he's owned me. And it would be really nice to knock him out of the playoffs and send him into the abyss.
Oh, cold-blooded, Bobby. Cold-blooded. So, have you taken a look ahead at any of your potential playoff matchups?
I got to be honest with you, Mr. Commissioner. I'm just taking it 1 week at a time. I'm thrilled to be where I'm at right now. I've had major issues at running back this year, but my receivers have carried me. I've been able to exploit matches at quarterback, changing out guys, and between Rivers and Carr and Rodgers when I had him. I like my chances in the playoffs. I do.
All right. Well, good luck moving forward, and thank you.
If I could add something else,
sure, go ahead.
If he wins, I will admit that I am Peyton Manning to his Tom Brady, where I just can't fucking beat him. And if I win, he will publicly take back his comments about calling for my retirement last year, which really bothered me, as you know, sir.
All right, well, that just adds, a little more drama, and I cannot wait to see how this game plays out.
Yeah, me neither. Hopefully I'm not crying in my beer with a funky label on it tomorrow morning, sir.
Yeah, well, hopefully you're not drinking a beer tomorrow morning.
No, because I have to work. Well, all right, let's say tomorrow afternoon after I get home, just to appease the politically correct people out there. How's that?
All right, well, thank you very much, Bobby. I appreciate your time, and we will see you on December 6th.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time, Mr. Commissioner.
All right, thank you very much, John. I appreciate you taking some time. Thank you very much for joining me. I know that the game is very hot and heavy right now. We're going basically into the fourth quarter of your matchup with you and Bobby J. Yep. So how do you feel right now with the way things stand?
Statistically, I wouldn't be shocked. It's one of those. It must be. I feel like how Belichick fell against Rex Ryan for a while, because I've beat him all those times. But every time I play him, I'm like, man, I have something to prove against him because he's, this year he's playing great, man. He's got a great team. I got a ton of respect for the guy. We trash talk all the time, but I got a ton of respect for that guy, and I do feel like I could pull off a Monday Night Miracle tonight.
Nice. So as of right now, you're down. It's 95.5 to 63.8.
Yeah.
He has Rob Gronkowski left to go. You have Tom Brady, Brandon LaFell, and the New England defense. Do you think that you have enough juice in your three players to get the job done?
Well, my key thing here is I picked the New England Patriots, the New England Patriots defense because they got a better matchup. Rex Ryan's absolutely a mess. Watching the Jets for many years, that's how I know his style of play, and it could get sloppy. So I'm betting more on the Patriots defense more than Arizona's, and I thought I played the better bet here. The biggest wild card to me is LaFell. Julian Edelman is out, but I want LaFell to get a touchdown pass, man. This guy last week, Brady was bad. Brady was bad. I mean, his first game back, he dropped a lot of passes, but Brady looked his way, and Brady just had an off game last week, and LaFell could have did a lot better than what he did. So my wild card is LaFell. If LaFell could, grab maybe 2 touchdown passes and Gronk have his 20 points, that would hurt me. But I'm hoping that he throws a lot to LaFleur, and I'm hoping for a lot of turnovers from the Patriots defense. And Brady's Brady.
Yeah, you need a defensive touchdown is what you need.
Yeah,
That would be clutch.
that would be clutch. So I have it that I'm gonna have a Monday Night Miracle. The statistic says no, but I'm going with my gut.
Right now, the computer's got him favored by 4 points. But I guess anything can happen, especially with Tom Brady. Tom Brady can go for 5 touchdowns at any given time.
Yep.
So, what do you think about Bobby J being 7-3 right now, possibly going to 8-3? How do you feel about that?
Right now I'm focused on. I'm going to be focusing all week. All week I was thinking about this matchup. I had it circled on my calendar. This matchup, I thought it was going to be a lot of fun. I never thought I would be in this position though. In the beginning of the year, I never thought that he would be the top dog and I would be the underdog. So, a lot of respect for him. If he does win this matchup, I just want to announce I will take back the retirement quote that I said about him. I will send a public apology to him about that remark. But for now, I'm the top dog, and I'm going to be the mean guy, and But yeah, fuck him tonight.
Nice, that's pretty
Fuck
good.
that guy.
Nice. How are you gonna feel if Bobby J is the one that knocks you out of the playoffs?
If Bobby J knocks me out of the playoffs, I have him probably going to the finals.
Oh, so beating you is going to propel him not only into the playoffs but into the finals, huh?
Yeah, I have him in the finals. I don't know about winning the finals, but I think he has a good enough team.
So do you have any final words for Bobby J before the fourth quarter starts?
I'm gonna be a gentleman, and I'm gonna say good luck, and may the best man win.
Nice, that's good. That's something of a departure for you. I appreciate that. That's nice.
Yeah.
You're growing up, Johnny. You're growing up.
Oh yeah, I'm not the young punk anymore.
You're not a G anymore. All right, thank you very much, John, for taking a few minutes. I appreciate it. Good luck in the fourth quarter of your matchup, and I'll see you in the playoffs if you're even there.
Thank you.
All right, so going into Monday Night Football, there was a 31.7 point lead for She Gave Me the Crabtrees. Bobby had Rob Gronkowski left to play. John still had Tom Brady, Brandon LaFell, and the Patriots defense. Now, he had a lot of ground to make up, but he certainly had the players to do it. Unfortunately for John, however, the bootleg crab leg did not get it done, losing the game 101.2 to 94.5, a 6.7 point loss. The closest game of the week and one of the closest games of the year. This game was an instant classic. It evens the lifetime series between these two teams at 2-2. We're right back where we started with these two guys, but with a high score of only 16, and I think that might have been from his kicker. John was looking for any and every point he could find to try and pull this game out. Unfortunately, that wasn't to be the case, and for that, the bootleg crab leg is this week's GOAT. Now, John will tell you that technically, mathematically, he is still alive for the playoffs, and because he has so many points scored, it's true that if a whole bunch of everybody else loses and he ends up with the same record as anybody, he probably is going to win the tiebreaker because he probably has more points than you, and that's why fantasy football is a crazy, wonderful game. But for all intents and purposes, you know when and where it happened. When Johnny doesn't make the playoffs this year, we all know when it happened. We all know where it happened, when it was official. We all know. And of course, that means that this week's hero is She Gave Me the Crabtrees. Winning his game by just 6.7 points. Only got 5 point something out of Rob Gronkowski. Left the door wide open, swinging, slamming against the house. And Johnny couldn't capitalize. Only putting up 101 points. But all you got to do is beat the guy who's put in front of you, and that's exactly what She Gave Me the Crabtrees has done most of the time this year. He got 21 points out of the Panthers defense and 17 points out of his boy, Larry Fitz, to lead him to the victory and keep a 5-game winning streak alive. He squeaked out the victory in his first win over Ortiz since 2012. And for that, She Gave Me the Crabtrees is this week's hero. Now, as I guess the reward for winning the game, I guess John and Bobby worked out some sort of agreement where, if Bobby won, John would make, a particular declaration. So without any further ado, and I just have to say, this is further ado. This is the exact opposite of what I just said. This is a reward for all of us, for everyone. This is something for everyone. So Bobby, this one's for you, baby.
Thanks, Dave. This is Anthony from Rusty's Trombone. I'm here with John from Bootleg Crab Leg. This is the aftermath video of the game of the week, game of the year. And I thought John was going to kill it, but like this entire season, fantasy did not go in John's favor at all. Third highest scorer in the league, and he's in second to last place. But John, how does this make you feel, losing to Bobby J?
Well,
your rival.
I want to take back my retirement thing about Bobby J. I wish him the best of luck. He's had a very solid team this year. I'm really happy for him. I'm happy that he finally has his first playoff berth. I'm looking forward to seeing how the outcome is. Obviously, another highly disappointing season. The statistics makes no sense. Last season and this season make no sense. So I'm just letting everybody know I may take a year off next year because I just don't want to. I may not want to do this anymore. I'm going to finish off the season. We're still going to have fun for the Jets and Giants game here. I can't wait for everybody to come by. We're going to have a great time. But I don't know if I can deal with a third year in a row doing this. I'm getting to the point where just the disappointment is just too much.
Too much for John the Bear.
Yeah, it's too much. So
you take back your retirement and kind of put your own in.
Yeah, I might have a not retirement.
Oh,
forever,
man.
Forever.
John's going on disability.
Yeah,
right?
I'm taking an absence for a year. I'm strongly considering it. So
I don't think you should. I think this is the best fantasy football league ever.
Wow, I feel.
And what happened to you is fantasy and it is football, and that's the joy of the game.
Yeah.
It is very frustrating.
So I'm in some serious consideration. I'm obviously going to be involved. I'm going to see you guys in a couple of weeks, and right after Thanksgiving. So I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving in the league. Bobby J, I'm actually cheering for him. He's my underdog guy. I actually want him to win the whole thing. He knocked me out of the playoffs, and I want to lose. I want to be knocked out of the playoffs from the best team in the league. So I'm cheering for you, Bobby. Go, Bobby J. Go. She Gave Me the Crabtrees.
Bobby J's got Crabtrees. Your analysis is that Bobby J will win, or you want him to win, but who do you think will win, be the champion for 2015?
Oh, depending on matchups, I don't really have the numbers in front of me right now. What's going to transpire?
But just from 0 to week 10, 11. What do you?
My strong one, my one that I think is going to be is probably you're probably going to finally get your first championship this year. But if it's not you, I'm going to have to go with the guys that won it already, Title Fight Club and the Commissioner. They are always solid contributers. You can never count them out. This is a week-to-week basis.
Very true.
But I have the Rusty Trombone winning the whole league, but I'm cheering.
You might fucking jinx me, John.
But I'm cheering for Bobby J to win the whole thing.
I personally think that the Rose Narkowitz is going to make it pretty far. He's a solid team, but like I said, he could
get a bye and lose the first week.
That's my predictions. I think Narkowitz has a great team. He will win our division. I tip my hat to him. He's put a great performance. He beat me twice this year. I got a ton of respect for the guy. But I got to go with the underdog, man. I got to go with Bobby J, man. His first time ever being in the playoffs. He's
First time ever rooting for him positively.
I'm rooting for him, man. I'm a strong supporter of him. So
That is not altered in any way. That is John saying that.
yep, this is me. So I'm looking forward to you guys coming over. Happy Thanksgiving, and and the Jets sucked.
Oh man. Thank you very much, guys. Johnny just quit fantasy football. Bobby J didn't only knock Johnny Ortiz out of the playoffs. He knocked Johnny Ortiz out of the league. He knocked Johnny Ortiz out of fantasy football. Just completely obliterated him, vaporized into nothing. Obviously, I'm not going to let Johnny quit the league. That's ridiculous. It's not going to happen. But you can't make this stuff up, guys. This is why I do what I do. Probably the best interview that has aired on this show so far. All right, guys. Key matchups. We have 5 games this week that feature a team with a winning record playing a team with a losing record. Now, not every game is a key matchup. The 7-4 Gotham Rogues lead the Porter division by 1 game. This week, they take on the 3-8 Open Slot, who technically, I suppose, mathematically has a shot, but it's a very long shot. But they're definitely trying to play the spoiler and make that Porter division race all the more interesting. 1 game behind at 6-5 is Toddler Fight Club, who faces a 4-7 Golden Showers team who has a much more legitimate shot at the playoffs, but is still in a must-win situation. The third and final game we're going to be keeping our eye on is 6-5 Shower Hug playing 3-8 spoiler extraordinaire, the Bootleg Crab Leg. Now, Shower Hug is trying to keep pace with the top 2 teams in his division, and the Bootleg Crab Leg is trying to fuck shit up. Alright guys, that's it. Week 11 update over. Remember to set your lineups. Remember that there's only 2 weeks left in the regular season, and we will be meeting on the last day of the regular season at Johnny's house in Sayreville, and I will see you next week, where it's always sunny.